First one today in Stream A. Erlan on the signature pick, Albert on the Joy. RRQ though, they have a lot of new picks too. Rins back on the far side here. It's Sutsujin on a signature Suyo pick. 100% versus Albert's 100% on the Joy.
Oh,
What the heck
already
just happened? Okay, so maybe it's not just the Joy you have to deal with. You gotta deal with the Lo Yi. And to be fair, Badang roam, this is why I'm not a big fan of the Badang roam.
Yeah.
You don't have that much prio.
I'm wondering how that happened, because we didn't see the map yet at that moment. We were still looking at the two junglers. It felt like it's one of those scenarios that maybe they didn't check the shrub in time, or they... Because Rins committed the flicker. He might have bumped into a wall or something along those lines.
There's no way he would have died if he did bump into a wall, right? Or if he didn't flicker forward.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, right?
No one on the other side's that low. Deposit's a bit low. Whatever happened in the mid lane, I think it's safe to say it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Whatever happens in the mid lane stays in the mid lane, right?
Yeah.
Let's take that off the scoreboard. Let's make it back 0-0.
I don't think MLBB works that way.
Key though on the Gatot Kacha here, just trying to hold in the wave. Deposit coming back to clear it up. And I guess for the far side, another good thing about it is your wings by wings, your rotation, you're really quick to go for ganks and put on kill pressure around the map. Albert, electrifying beats, trying to go for the chase onto Edok, gets this place still. And both teams are just, hovering over, farming.
Made the most of the knockback. I like how Albert actually used the electrifying beats just to show that, okay, if you mess us up, Edok, we're going to convert you into a kill. Instead of just showing himself up, trying to push him back, he actually threatened a kill, which forced a reaction, even if it was a small one from Edok.
Good control from RRQ over the Turtle. Level 4 for Deposit and Reggie. Sutsujin taking it a bit slow. Oh, good pullback. The Turtle gonna be reset. Edok though, just disintegrated, melted down. Albert walking up, revitalized now, coming in from Diamond, pushing them all back into the Feather Airstrike, actually outside of the area. Now Dyron taunted up. He goes for the CC again. 1 HP.
No.
Key bops down the ground, picks the kill up, and RRQ lose control of Turtle 1.
Even though Albert was knocked back, he was able to get away from the Badang in time. Edok wasn't level 4 yet. He was knocked into the wall, but Albert was just able to dash away without a problem. This Badang roam early on might not get the prizes that he wants to get, while Albert gets his prize, the purple buff of RRQ Hoshi.
Oh, that is a dub on top of a dub. 3-0 start, a turtle, a purple. Edok on the Badang. Electrify beats! Edok gonna be taken out. Nope. Spear of Destruction landing, but there's not enough damage. Not yet for Toy. Key, just jukes around from everything. Feather Airstrike not catching him in time.
EVOS Holy just keep finding dubs after dubs, and RRQ Hoshi just keep taking the L's that EVOS Holy are delivering. Also unfortunate, RRQ Hoshi are missing some key stuns to turn team fights or little skirmishes around, which means EVOS Holy can just continue the rampage that they're on. 4-0 already, 2,200 gold lead, almost there at 3 minutes and 40 seconds in.
And now, I don't know, Renmar, if in hindsight, if you look at the draft, would you not be like, RRQ probably should get the first turtle?
Yeah.
At least, like, this is not the best setup for EVOS Holy in terms of turtle. It's a Joy in the jungle versus a Suyo. It's a Lucas and a Badang. And now that it's a 4-0, 2,300 gold lead, it's only going to get more difficult for RRQ.
Yeah, Edok sort of trapped himself between a hard place and his own wall.
Oh no,
Trading for the Badang's not going to be the easiest. Sutsujin able to
Albert
get away.
steals the orange buff as well.
Yeah, dude, he knows he's so in the lead now.
This is not good at all for RRQ Hoshi. This looks like, Albert could have gone for that too. Maybe burnt out a flicker. Edok was nowhere in place. He just chose a safe route.
Yeah, the tough thing about this is now RRQ Hoshi has to sacrifice a bit of mid control to make sure their jungle's safe.
Yeah. And even then, it's not really gonna. Oh, Sutsujin still was able to get the orange buff, by the way. Now it's Albert jumping to the back, which finally beats as well. Dispersion rotation enough to zone RRQ away. There is no way they contest for the second turtle of the game. And EVOS Holy will make it quick. Takes the turtle, no retribution. That's a revitalize. Oh, tied down with the curtain call. Tyron escaping with his own revitalize and a feathered airstrike from Rins.
Yeah, good coverage by Rins to help to escape the mid. Albert's just feeling it right now. He's completely in the zone up against Sutsujin. While Sutsujin can't find the right angle, and Toy gets found out by EVOS Holy.
And now Reggie is forced back. Edelon going ham on these footballs, and you can see the damage. You can see the comfort choice diversion to the back. Edok able to dash away from the taunt, but again, it's Depezet on a signature Loyi, constantly putting the damage down. That burst.
Remember when I said that maybe teams have fully understood how to maximize the Badang roam? I might have been kind of wrong for this one. Edok seems like he's not completely comfortable with playing around the Badang, or maybe it's just because really what happened in the mid where we didn't see how Rins got picked off in the first place. But this is not how RRQ Hoshi wanted the first 5 minutes to go. The story right now with their lineup should have been the other way around.
It really should. It's a 4,000 gold lead now, and 1,000 just between the gold laners on a Joy against a Suyo. Starlium Scythe done. Toy, Rins. You know how we were talking about the Farsa having to trust his teammates?
Yeah.
I think the teammates might be bursted too by this Joy. We'll see. It's a ganking down below. Albert just walks away as Erlan gets a turret up top. There are no trades for RRQ.
It's like they're telling Rins, thank you for trusting us, but we're also dead.
Yeah. RRQ are getting suffocated at this point. They're not able to farm. You can see just how smart EVOS are playing it too. Always rotating in a way to zone Toy from the farm, to zone anyone from going bot, because Joy is there, always hovering.
Yeah, what we're seeing now are the results, I feel like, of two big mistakes that, or things that went wrong for RRQ Hoshi. Number one was, of course, the early pickoff in Rins. Number two is how they didn't get that first turtle. When we saw that EVOS Holy still contested for the first turtle while Albert was getting his purple buff, I was thinking, why? Albert still actually wants to contest this because it looks so good for RRQ Hoshi. But RRQ Hoshi, it's like they slowed down their take on that first turtle, which led to the first big win for EVOS Holy. Okay.
Flicker to escape. I guess that's the most you can do. There's not much you can really do right now. EVOS have taken out Turtle. They have rotated bot with the diversion, so RQ couldn't get a single trade off the board, and even showing up on the map like Toy here is dangerous. You're putting yourself at risk. You don't know where the Joy is, and that's why Toy is instantly backing away. He gets 1 minion, and he's like, okay, where's the Joy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can do one other thing. Hope for a miracle.
Hope for a miracle. They almost, you know, got a comeback miraculously in game number 2. So
yeah,
maybe for RRQ, that's all they can do right now. Wait, farm, and hope.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where, ouch, that Loyi interaction.
Holy crystal, 8 minutes. Albert.
Ooh. My good. Yeah, RRQ Hoshi, hopefully their comms are still going and they're talking about how to come back. Hopefully no one's just quiet and mindlessly playing the game. They need to constantly be giving each other information right now, seeing if they can find an opening, but even if they find one opening, it feels like they can't take it, because the members of EVOS Holy will just crash onto them, trying to get that 1 or 2 trade that RRQ Hoshi would initially want to get.
And for RRQ, they are... This is when you know you are so far behind, when you have to group up as 4 to get gold. Like,
yeah.
They are trying to get any little bit of gold that they can find, and Toy 8 minutes in. Second item. He is really being suffocated here. You can see the Gata Kacha facilitate the Joy. He's going and diving. Toy zone away from the turret here in tier 2. And look at Albert. He doesn't go for the turret. He just lets it get denied. Dion walks up for a play. Spirit of Destruction to the backline as well. Oh, the LG lands and everybody falls. Now it's Albert who's looking for the kill. 2 for 0. It's 7 0. Toy gets caught by the diversion. Erlan with a double. 1 in mid, 1 more down below.
It's disastrous for RRQ Hoshi. I thought they'd try to get a safer pick. 1, 2, a straggler, but not in the middle of the map when you have full info that there are members of EVOS Holy coming from the right side, in their perspective, the left side of the map. Where members of EVOS Holy are showing themselves. That was an honest fight they decided to take in the mid. Why is the question? And Key, why are you that deep?
You asked why, and I guess we have to ask again.
Why?
8 and 1. That could have been a clean scoreboard all the way to at least a base turret. But hey, if you're gonna die, might as well die now. Or actually, no. The Lord is coming up.
Yes.
12 seconds. Okay, I guess he can still make it. They're not really shoving the waves. They're going to get a tier 2 anyway.
I'm straight up just going to say that shouldn't have happened.
That really shouldn't have happened. I'm just trying to look at the bright side.
We have enough lights here. It's bright enough.
It's bro.
It clears day.
Okay.
Rins?
Rins forced to flicker out. Went for a gamble there with a Feather Airstrike. At least they have great clear with Toy on the Moskov, just spearing his way down for that Lord. And because Key got picked off, RRQ will survive with no base Turrets taken down.
Yeah, they have another minion wave to crash with, though. I think they can threaten at least one. I don't know, with the passive still there. Yeah, they reset after the sequence already. They've done their jobs. No unnecessary commitments. No one going in diving behind the final turrets. So all good right now for EVOS Holy. Disciplined. Except that, you know what? Let's just not. Yeah,
let's not.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's great.
Okay, you know what?
Great.
There are two things we need to remove: the Key death and the Rin's first blood. All right,
Yeah.
like that. I think we'll both teams will be happy with both. You know, like
Funnily enough, if you take that out, EVOS Holy are still up 7-0.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, yeah. So for EVOS Holy, they're just chill. They don't
Yeah.
need to wait for it. They don't need to really force anything. They can just wait for the Lord to spawn back in. 60 seconds, which means it's going to be the enhanced Lord. And yeah, they're freezing up all of the waves here. They're not shoving in any. And now they decide to go mid because they want pressure for the orange buff. Albert walking up without a care in the world. Deposits. Oh, indeed. Feather Airstrike, though. Deposit's going to respect that, too. Rins is starting to deal damage. So,
Okay.
EVOS Holy cannot, underestimate RRQ. They
Yeah.
need to get this game over with quick.
Yeah, the comeback is gonna come because of the effect Farsa has on the map. It's gonna come from Rins. It's gonna come from the Farsa bursting 1 or 2 down with 2 hits of the feathered airstrike. If it's risky, he shouldn't commit the third. He could just fly, reposition, try to get a stun off with the Curse of Crow, well, with any of his combos. But they could, but it's gonna be a hell of a climb. It's 11.4K for EVOS Holy.
Okay. So, now it's just a building game. War Axe, Brute Force, Oracle 2.
It's a 1 item gap between the Lo Yi and the Farsa. Once Rins gets his 3rd item, since he rushed the Divine Glaive at 2nd, that should be the sign for EVOS Holy to start respecting the Farsa a lot more for it to get turned around. But they might not even get to that point because it looks endable for this next Lord.
Yeah, it definitely does. 8-1 for EVOS Holy currently. It's 13,000 gold lead, building to maybe a 14,000 by the time they take the base turrets. They're just going to wait for 13-10 for the Lord to spawn back in the game. And again, they will continue to suffocate RRQ Hoshi within their own base.
Yeah, it actually didn't also commit something like trying to do something cheeky, like trying to go around through the back and yanking the members of EVOS Holy as they're sieging forward. They just have to accept this is going to be an honest fight. They know where the Farsa is going to be, how Dyrant times his ultimate is going to be big. If Toy can do something crazy with Spear of Destruction, maybe. But hey, it's honest as you can get with this next one.
But the airstrike used to poke down, but it's only onto Key, and there's another mini wave coming down. There's another wave in the bottom lane with the enhanced Lord as well. So Erlan with the Melfic gun. He has the range. Reggie picks up the turret. Erlan slide tackle forward, dealing damage to Sunsujin together with Reggie. Red's gonna be caught in the dispersion. Able to escape for now. Reggie already escaping, popping the vengeance. Erlan is now damage. You can see the pierce damage. Enoch gets dismantled in the mid lane. Key wins a crown. Sunsujin timing up the stun, gets Key. It will be a 1-for-1. Don't Sunsujin deleted again, this time by Erlan. But RQ with the Feather Airstrike, with the Moskov, they're able to defend.
RRQ Hoshi, I thought that would be it at that moment, but they were just able to make the right moves, and EVOS Holy as well. I think RRQ Hoshi managed the top and mid minion waves well enough that they could delay it so that they could have 2 activations of the Feathered Airstrike. 1 to clear the initial minion wave coming in, and 2 near the end. Rins is getting that ultimate fast, and while Rins is up, seems like we have to acknowledge that this might not be an easy end for EVOS Holy.
Again, for RRQ Hoshi, I thought after using the Feather Airstrike to poke Key, they won't really have enough resources to deal with the wave in the mid lane, but they did. And for EVOS Holy, I think the wave in the mid lane was pushed in a bit too prematurely.
Yeah.
Enhanced Lord was marching in bot, and it was still quite far from that mid lane. So mismanaged waves here from EVOS Holy. Definitely a few things that they can still, cook for the upcoming season, and obviously maybe the playoffs later.
Yeah.
But RRQ Hoshi, they they stand a chance. The miracle is possible.
Yeah, still gonna take some time for that Farsa, because the Farsa can't even get out to get gold in whatever they can find in the jungle. It literally comes from all the minion waves that can come in. But EVOS Holy are also slowly pushing that, just letting the minion waves naturally push out. They're not really clearing anything, so that really you're delaying the farm on this Farsa. It's gonna be a while until Rince can get that Holy Crystal.
GDS for Erlan, another free lord for EVOS Holy. This will be the third attempt of a siege for EVOS Holy. Still with the enhanced lord though. They still gotta wait for 3 more minutes, or now 2 more minutes for the evolved lord, if necessary. But if it does get to that point, there are going to be some questions thrown around. RRQ might actually be able to contest if it ends up being that long.
They should end it here though.
Yeah.
Right? Like with the next lord coming
Logically,
in.
they should.
Yeah, if something goes terribly wrong for EVOS Holy, so RRQ Hoshi did something. Should help now that Susujin has a BOD. There's a little bit more damage that they could work with if they can bring any member of EVOS Holy low down quick enough.
They're holding top wave.
Yeah.
So they're letting it shove in, and the minions
Yeah.
are following. So, okay, 3-wave push coming down.
Make it just a little bit more. Try to find the right angle. EVOS Holy here. All logic says end it right here, right now.
Oh my goodness, Toy still able to escape there. Avatar of the Guardian as Toy goes up the Abyss Walker, or an Abyss Step rather now in the back. Erlan shut down! What has happened? Key now zoned away from the base. Deficit looking for the end with the Lord. It's gonna be dealt with again. No marksman on the board. RRQ Hoshi! It's a pin down with the Spear of Misery. Toy escaping. Albert pinned down, almost buys the immortality just in time and escapes. RRQ, they hoped for a miracle this entire game, and they have found it in the form of a shutdown to Erlan.
They're still holding out. That's enough space to get first-tier towers at least, maybe if not on the sides, at least break the one in the mid lane. Get farm, move fast. This is your time, RRQ Hoshi, as EVOS Holy. Erlan getting taken out, and Albert... I gotta acknowledge, Albert buying the immortality was nuts because he was doing that while he was dashing. Dashing. No, not like that. And there goes the miracle.
Well, there's 60 seconds for the Lord. If EVOS go for a 3-wave push here, is it endable? Do they have the super minions? Are the super minions enough? It's a 14,000 goal lead. It should not be this close.
Yeah.
Yet RRQ with the Farsa and the Moscow are still here.
45, threatening that. RRQ Hoshi, this is gonna be a tough defense.
Wings by wings. Toy still able to handle it now for the airstrike coming down. Edok able to go into the backline as well. That's gonna be Edok taken down. The base wide open. Now it's Diamond walks up, revitalized. EVOS Holy. It took them a while, but finally they found Sutsujin, and that